We just did a Siyum Hashas. Torah Magno Matzlah, the Torah protects us and saves us. We just did Torah, we just did Simcha. When we study Torah, Hashem feels Am Yisrael. And so I urge everyone, even if you weren't going to, there are soldiers right now who are in harm's way, protecting us with their very lives. If you weren't going to, consider taking a Masechta or an article volume in the new Siyum. Over there on the computer is where you can take a new Siyum, a new Masechta, increase in Limud Torah. Right now, the power of Am Yisrael all depends on us and on what we do. Before we hear from the soldier's family, we're going to blocking it. Okay, we're going to watch a little video. It's in Hebrew, so I'm going to give a translation as we go along. Where's Mordechai Lubavitch? Can you put volume on this? You want to put this? I'm going to translate.
שברה על צלם אנוש, הביאה לאנשים והצילה חיים תוך כדי המלחמה. היא התעקשה לעלות לארץ, לבנות ולהביע את השממה, והקפידה על פשטות ועשיית חסד חיים. יוסי הלך בעקבותיה, מתוך רצון להקדיש את חייו לסייע לאנשים, הוא בחר בעבודת החינוך. במשך שנים עסק בתפקידים חינוכיים שונים, ובשנים האחרונות הוא ניהל את בית הספר אור פלט בנים בירושלים, והיה למנהל נאלץ. כותב לך, אנחנו נהיה פה, נסייע לך, אבל אתה בוגר אחרי. האחריות היא עליך.
This is a soldier, Yossi Hershkowitz. He was in the principal of the school, Palach in Yerushalayim. Grandmother was in Auschwitz.
ולתת אמון מלא בצוות החינוכי, ויחד עם זה ידע לרדת לשטח ולהגיע ללב של כל תלמיד.
To reach the heart of each child.
ואפילו בעיה חינוכית כמפתח לקדם את התלמידים. מתוך ההשקפה החינוכית שמחפשת את הטוב של התלמיד, הוא החדיר למערכת...
He would always look for the good of each student.
טובה שמטרתה הייתה שכל מורה ישקיע כמה דקות ביום כדי לכתוב נקודות טובות על תלמידיו.
Made sure every teacher wrote good things about their students every day.
בעולם הניגון היה משמעותי עבורו, הכניס דרך ניגוניו.
Yossi played the violin.
הוא עקבתי על האוטו. גם היית מחנך ומנהל בית הספר. אבל קודם כל היית תלמיד.
His wife Hada said you liked music more than anything else, even though you were a teacher and principal.
בשמחת תורה, פרוץ מלחמת חרבות ברזל, הוא עלה על מדים והצטרף לגדוד 697.
Yossi joined the forces on Simchas Torah. He was called up. My dear students, I miss you all. I hope to see you soon. A letter he's writing to his students from Gaza. Everyone needs to say Hineni. I'm ready to do whatever Hashem wants me to do, whatever's in my power to do. Hineni, I'm ready to go, he writes to his students, for whatever shlichus Hashem sends me on. Whether it's easy or difficult. We are 3 weeks in the middle of a war. We are here to do good. Hashem sent me here. He kept what he said. Yossi lived his life in Hineni. 26th of Cheshvan, 3 weeks ago. Yossi was killed together with 3 of his friends in the opening of a tunnel in Gaza. He wrote, the people of Israel have been humiliated and I get to raise their bar.
לתת בלי לקחת.
You raised me to
ברוך
give
השם,
and not to
אני
take.
לקחת חלק ולהיות מעם מדהים ומאנשים
I am
מדהימים
part of the
שנותנים
greatest
את כל
nation in the
הנשמה.
world.
כמה
People who give
לשון
their
הרע
soul.
נאמר על העם הזה בשנה
How much lashon hara in the past year was
וכמה
spoken
הכל
about the
היה
people of
שקר
Israel.
וכזב. אני
was
שמח
all not
שכיוונתם
true.
אותי כך והבאתם לי דרך בה
Thank you for
השאלה
bringing me up
לא
this
מה
way.
מגיע לי, אלא איך אני בכל רגע ורגע יכול לתת למען
I don't look to take, I look to give my
אותה
brethren.
דרך חינוכית עליה התחנך יוסי, ואותה העביר לתלמידיו.
This was how Yossi was trained and how he trained others.
שמנו את השאלה מה מגיע לי, להסיר את המבט השלילי על אחרים, ולשים
Stop looking at others negatively, look at others only positively.
בכל רגע ורגע נתון, לתת למען העם שלנו.
Ask yourself, what can I give to my people?
הוא מותיר אחריו את אלמנתו הדס.
Yossi left Hadass and 5 little children and hundreds of children.
אפשר אולי לקחת מעט כוח ואמונה.
We can take emunah from what Yossi taught.
סבתא יש המון נקודות, אבל אחת הנקודות
I learned from my grandmother who came from Auschwitz.
סבתא בנושא אמונה, זה
She taught us
שסבתא
emunah.
הסתובבה עם סימן קריאה ולא עם סימן שאלה.
Savta had an exclamation mark, never a question mark.
ידעה שהקדוש ברוך הוא,
The whole life she knew HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
שכל מה שקורה לה זה מה שצריך לקרות.
Whatever happens was meant to
זו
happen.
דרגה שהלוואי ונזכה להגיע לה.
Hallelujah, we should reach that
דרגה של
level
ידיעה
of
והבנה
Savta.
שכל מה שקורה לנו
And whatever
זה מה
happens to us
שפשוט צריך לקרות.
is what Hashem wants to happen. It is an honor to call up in a moment once he gets his bearings after that video. To call up Rabbi Yaakov Hershkovitz. Let me just mention that on Shabbos, bringing all Shabbos long, I heard from Rabbi Yaakov. He fought himself in 3 wars. He fought in the Yom Kippur War, spent 6 months out in the war. He fought in the Milchemet HaTasha in 1970. No, 70. And he fought also in Milchemet Shlom HaGalil, the first Lebanon War in 1982. He is a fighter, a trooper. He is the real core of what Am Yisrael is about. He raised his children to follow in his footsteps. It is very appropriate to celebrate Yutes Kislev, the time when we all talk about what it means to have a neshama, what it means to be a yid, and to hear from Rabbi Yaakov. If anything, he doesn't speak English officially, but he speaks English pretty well, with being Israeli. So maybe if any parts, I'll chime in. B'vakasha, Rabbi Yaakov.
Hi everybody. I can say that I'm happy to be here in New York. I like to be in Israel, but my heart said me to Kelly with my girlfriend, and I'm happy to visit him. And I so happy in a few minutes before. Somebody gave me this book. He was my mechanech, my rabbi in Kfar Chabad, Rabbi Tzvi. And I was with him in the last year when he was sick. I was with him in the hospital all the time after a few many years. And today I'm changing my mind here, and I'm standing here in a breaking heart, but with my head is up. I'm standing here like father of Yossi and brother of Hadass and grandfather for Barry, Hallel, Shira, Tal, and Neta. everyone is a hero himself. And everybody is hero for his family or for himself. I thought that I am something special. You know, 3 words, you are going, you are coming back home. But I understand that I'm so nothing. I see now, in the last 1 month, all the boys, they are fighting and to give to Am Yisrael back the kavod what they lost in Simchas Torah. And no one, Yossi sent us later. And right in the letter, I'm feeling like in Har Sinai, you know, everything is burned. כי עם ישראל, איש אחד ולב אחד, we are going to do what we have to do for עם ישראל. This was inside in the letter. When Yossi found, it was the Friday, 3:27 minutes p.m. I know it's only in 11 o'clock Erev Shabbos, you can tell us. It was something like all the body stopped in one time. I can't tell us what you feel in the real time. Everybody in Israel that we have sons or grandchildren in the army know. If you see soldiers in your door, you know exactly what's going to happen. A lot of them are not opening the door. They think that it's not happening. If you don't open the door, it's nothing. It's a breaking heart. 44 years from Yossi, you cannot understand what's happened. You cannot know why, and I'm not asking why, because nobody can tell me. And I think that this was his shlichus to do it. He was grown in the old city. We lived in the old city 45 years. Yes, he was grown there. He was joke man. And he was serious man. He knows to do everything together. He wants to be almost joking, and then to tell you, stop. Now we start to make what we have to do. 1 month before, I think it was 2 weeks before he go in, he told me, Dad, we have to finish it one forever. No more it can be. I tell to Rabbi Yosef, one of the persons that we have with him is a good friend. His name is Elisha. His father is Rosh Yeshiva in Gush Etzion. And I'm so sorry, but all of them, 4 of them, no one has a leg. But they are alive. And 4 of them, no. But we know that Yossi wants. He doesn't want to die. He wants to finish so that Am Yisrael can live in his country safely. And for Am Yisrael, they know that all of us, everybody who is coming to Israel, to feel safety. No one can do for us nothing. He believe in this and he make it. He say, it doesn't matter, no kids, no wife. We have country, we have land, and we have to save it. And now it's my job. Like say Hineni to do it. Everything, even I have to be after in Har Herzl where he's been now. I saw him before we put it in. I saw his face. It was so quiet. Like telling his father, you can go. It's okay. I'm ready to go in. It's not easy to be a father or grandfather to a boy who lost it. It's looking like I'm strong, I'm not. It's looking like this, but I'm not. I have my heart, but I know, and I think to remember what Yossi and I spoke every time about the situation, what's happening in Israel 1 year before, and his break was, his heart was break about what's happening by us in Israel. The sinners what was there. And he said that no right, no left, no Haredim, no nothing. We have Am Israel, Jew. Point. Don't speak of anyone. Even you want to tell about him, good, don't say it. Just love him. Hug him. Am Israel will be much better if we don't talk each other. Even you may make with your eyes like this, okay, it's just in good. No. And I feel that I have to take all this on my shoulders, and I'm going to do it. I know I take for myself, I hope it's not been, to go to families that his child or brother or anybody fall in the army. I make it 7 times till now. I hope not to do it. I hope we have not more. But I know we start Friday night to fight again, because I think Israel has to finish it for the Jewish people, for the Jewish land. And I believe in that it's going to be. And Israel people and the Jewish people each love each other. It's not, doesn't matter if it's Chabad or Gur or Belz or Litvak or any, it's a Jew. Doesn't matter everything. Doesn't matter that you are a Jew. And the Hamas come in all the kibbutzim that are not right. I'm telling you 99%. They are not Haredi. They are not maybe on the left because they have the face Jew. That is no more. You have to understand it. We was in Auschwitz, we was in Tarpak, we was in so many things in the world. We was in Sfarad, Pirush Sfarad, when we was, only because we are a Jew. Somebody has to pay it. Okay, this time it was mine. I had to pay it. Okay. But my bakasha is please love each other. Be together. We are the same all of us, all of us. This was what Yossi wants for us to tell everybody. And look each other if something, if somebody needs something, don't ask, do. I tell today to Rabbi Yossi, what is the difference between tzedakah and chesed? Tzedakah, if somebody came to you and said, I need something, okay, you are given, fine. Chesed is if you see and nobody asked you to give. You think that you have to do it and you do it. This is the difference between the two things. It's me, Chesed of Avraham Avinu, we see it, all of us. We wrote it in the Torah. So, be together. We will be strong, all of us. And Am Israel Chai, together with you, with all of us.
Before I ask Be'eri to speak, we're going to hear from Be'eri in a moment. I think we should sing a Megan together, an appropriate Megan for this moment. And then we'll hear Be'eri. Be'eri is the oldest son of Yosef.